Hello, and welcome, fans of Magic: The Gathering. Picture a chaotic format where players don't keep the cards they choose. Instead, they have to build a deck with cards that an opponent at the table drafted for them. In Backdraft, people gleefully take the clunkiest cards, or make the worst picks imaginable, knowing that everything they take will end up being someone else's problem. I don't know about you, but going through the selection process and needing to find cards that'll make deck building awkward or leave an opponent with underpowered slop sounds diabolical and maybe fun? Because of course, after the draft, you will end up in a similar situation with your own strictly worse sealed pool of cards to deal with. There's bound to be a lot of laughter as you try to select absolute stinkers in all 5 colors. What would happen though if we shrunk down the traditional idea of Backdraft and applied it to a 2-player draft mode? I'm wondering, have any of you tried this? If so, let us know in the comments. Does it still feel like pure silliness and playful sabotage, or does it turn into something else entirely? I'm surprisingly convinced that a 2-player version of Backdraft will undoubtedly create a tight and intense head-to-head confrontation of wits, where players experience both sweet and sour feelings. You're not just grabbing the worst cards, you're trying to also predict what colors, archetypes, or strategies your opponent doesn't normally like or wouldn't be good at piloting. Here are the 4 reasons I would like to draft this way more often. 1. The concern you experience during the draft will feel like the rising tension in any hero's journey narrative. You are the protagonist, facing off against an evil mastermind villain sitting across from you at the table, who is scheming up a storm for you to deal with. 2. Deck building and creative problem solving becomes even more important, as you have to squeeze every last drop of value out of a messy card pool, and the more adaptable player will often come out ahead. 3. It creates a struggle dynamic, where something dreadful is about to happen and you have no control over it. Should you win with the odds already stacked against you, it will make each victory taste truly bittersweet. And finally, you're also creating a real challenge for your friend and opponent as well. They must overcome the very dire set of circumstances that you've cleverly crafted for them. If Magic: The Gathering had a hard mode, Backdraft would surely be it. Can you turn a pile of nonsense into a cohesive strategy and a functional deck with some tricks up its sleeve? It's bound to be a back and forth of second-guessing choices and eventual regrets towards lost opportunities that could have made things even worse for them and even better for you. Remember the word dread as you draft in this format. Pick cards that will often be dead in hand, restrictive, expensive in terms of mana cost, awful on board, or dependent on other cards to even make it work. In a 2-player Backdraft, tensions will quickly rise when you begin to question your tactics and end up asking yourself, did I accidentally hand him the perfect underdog deck? Am I about to get smashed by my own stupidity? Again, you may ask, why play this format at all? Well, it's funny, it's unpredictable, and it rewards sharp deck building and clever plays. If you're looking for a change of pace from your usual games of Magic, try a Backdraft. It will test your brain in a brand new way, so I urge everyone to give it a try. If you liked this video, please consider giving it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you enjoy my content and want to see even more in the future. I'm ZJ Zjivarra. Thank you so much for watching.